Hey, it's Joe. Got another question here. This one, they didn't sign it. They didn't give me their name, and maybe because it's a little bit edgy. But I think that it's a good question, and I don't mind answering these questions from anybody, maybe with a little less rudeness, but that's okay. Your program is outrageously expensive. Why are you trying to rip people off? Haven't you made enough money? I'm not trying to rip people off. I got a training program. I teach people how to make money. It's a good program. It teaches people how to do that. I do charge what some people would think would be a lot of money for it. For the people who've learned from me and who are making money and who've got a business built from it, the money that I charge is insignificant to the amount of money that they're making. They're making that kind of money, in a week or in a month, and they don't feel that it's such a big deal. I don't think it's a good business model for me to teach people how to do this and then let them pay me later, on spec. So I don't do that. I require that they pay in advance, and I don't allow one person to do it, whereas another person I would say no to. I just say, this is how I work. This is the business that I have. This is the business that I want to have. I enjoy watching people succeed. I enjoy watching them go through this process and learning this stuff. I learn, and it makes it worth my while. I like making money too. I mean, it'd be silly for me to teach you how to make money and not make money myself. I enjoy this process, and I want to continue doing it. I love doing these videos. I love writing articles, and I love getting on the coaching calls with my students and helping them through the process. And I learn a lot by doing it too. I learn what they're doing that's wrong. I learn what they're doing that I tell them not to do, that they do anyway, and they succeed with it. And I learn something new that we add to the system, or we tweak and make it even better. And a lot of the systems and processes that I've got come from my mentor program. So having a coaching program like this has been an absolutely wonderful thing, an addition to my life that I've really enjoyed. I can honestly say that I've learned more from my students than they've learned from me over the years. And it's been a really wonderful thing. And at the same time, I get paid for it. And at some point, you may, as you build your business and you learn how to do this, you may want to have your own coaching program. And if you understand the techniques that I teach as far as marketing, on how to protect yourself, on how to write a contract, on how to teach and how to set expectations properly, how to appear credible, how to speak intelligently about a subject, you can be a coach too. It doesn't happen overnight. It's going to take you a few years. It took me, I was an investor for many years before I started doing that. It was 1998 when I started, and I started in '86, and I didn't start coaching until '98. So it was 13 years before I started coaching. But I could have done it before then. I had a lot of knowledge before then. I just wasn't ready at that point, and the internet didn't really exist before then. And I want to, the internet came around, and it started becoming more popular in '98. It was still the sort of the dark ages of the internet, but I said to myself, this is such a cool medium. I want to be on here. The potential is enormous. I got on there. I wrote a book. I started making money on that book, and that was back when you could list the Yahoo was the big one, not Google. Google didn't exist yet. Yahoo was the big search engine. You could register your site, and immediately you'd show up under real estate investing, and I was like the only guy doing it. And the other gurus were out there, but they were still doing it the old way, going out and doing seminars. And I never enjoyed doing seminars except for my mentor students. So I don't do the seminar circuit, and I don't know very many of those people. But I started from the internet, and I did it through internet marketing. And all of the techniques that I teach now with real estate investing use internet marketing as their core source of leads, and their core source of making money, and a core source of automating the whole process. So I hope that it gives you a better understanding of what I'm doing. I'm not trying to rip people off. I try to do this business ethically. I screw up too. Not everything works out properly, and I try to fix those mistakes when they happen. Sometimes I get angry as well. Sometimes, I have to type out a response to people. Tell them I'm upset, but I try not to email. I try not to hit send. I try to print it, and then I set it aside, and I'll come back to it later, and I look at it and say, delete, and I forget about them, and I take them off my list, and I don't worry about it again. So anyway, I hope that's not you. I hope this works, and I hope you'll take another look at this, and maybe consider what the value is that you get out of it. All right, good luck.